Everyone, welcome to this Liverpool Fan TV, and this is preview for our game against GENK. Very vital game. To be honest, I'm not taking this game anyway lightly. And last time around, in reverse fixture, we went for very fiery lineup. Every Liverpool fan wanted to see that lineup. To be honest, midfield of Fabinho, Ox, and Keita, and that showed. As I said in a post-match comment, that good, bad and ugly side. Good was that 6 at a time, and probably with our fullbacks 8 players attacking, and only 3 players defending, screening our back 2 in fact. And it was so bad part was that it did not let us have control of the game in the middle of park, and worst part was that any ball over the top of our midfield exposed our center back too much. And I don't think Klopp will go with that lineup anytime soon. I said in post-match interview, and I think to be honest, all the 3 will not start in the midfield. Gini will start because I think he was hooked up first, so he will start in the midfield along with Ox. I think Keita, we need to be a bit cautious because he had some groin issue. So even though he came for last 10 minutes and did well, I think he will be Klopp will be cautious about him. So I think Ox and Fabinho will start. And if I don't think in such short span Lallana will start 3 games. So I think Fabinho will start. And backline, I think Lovren will not play. I think Gomez will start only because I think Gomez will start only because of his pace, because their striker were pacey and Lovren were struggling, and Gomez can defend wide area better than Lovren for sure. So I think Van Dijk, Gomez along with Ta and Robo. Alisson in goal, of course, and I think Origi will start against his former team because Salah needs recovery. And as much as we want to look one game at a time, but we cannot, I think, ignore Man City game, and probably that's showed in Klopp selection at Aston Villa that Fabinho did not start, and Lallana, to be fair, did well. And I see a common theme of our result, like people are talking on it one or another way. Like either people say that never die attitude, which even I say like that, and a few people say that why it takes Liverpool to go behind to show their true color, or why they leave it so late, or they are not playing well and all those stuff. I think that is not correct, to be honest, because we had so many chances before we scored against Tottenham too. We had so many chances, and not half chances, and probably very goal bound chances, and what they say expected goal and all those stuff. They were very good chance to not to be scored against. Even against Villa, Mane had a very good chance of header. Firmino scored, which they did VAR did not allow. There was penalty out on Salah, which could have been easily given. Chance of Lallana should have scored. It was like a tap in, and I think Salah also had a very good chance. So and I think Lovren or Van Dijk had a header chance. So we have 4 or 5 very good, and even Ox shot was blocked very well. And I think goalkeeper made one very good save of Mane's header, even though angle was across, but it was a very good save from Tom Heaton. So we have been unlucky that we did not score more, or maybe you can say that on the flip side that we are not clinical enough. In either way, I think we are creating chance after chance, just it's not getting in. And I think sooner rather than later we will score quite a few against someone do a hammering, and they will get, I think sooner or rather than later we will hammer some side, hopefully on Sunday. but as I said that not going ahead of this, we will say that we will stick to GENK, as Klopp said that in a press conference. And one best part of that press conference was when reporter was talking about Koulibaly and De Bruyne about GENK. He said that don't forget Origi, he's a legend here, and rightly so. That we love Origi, and whenever you think that he had a bad game or something like that, he comes up with a blinder of a game against Arsenal. Even though it was a Carabao Cup, goal is a goal, and Arsenal were dying to win that match, and Origi single-handedly dumped them out of the tournament and put more pressure on Origi and heap more misery on Arsenal. So you have to give it to him, and probably I will start him tomorrow. But Klopp was very, very respectful of GENK, and he said that if you don't respect the opponent, you will not go far in the tournament. So there is a counter argument on that Klopp will start Salah, but I think just because of his injury, needed some fluid or something like that on prior to Saturday, I think it's good that we rest Salah and put him on the bench if required. If on score prediction, I know we scored 4 against them away, but I think it will be a 3-0 game. We will not score 4 or more than 3, to be honest. I don't think so, but we will have clean sheet, I think. Yeah. Alisson, as he said in his pre-match conference, that he gets very, very agitated after conceding cheap goal, and he mentioned GENK reverse fixture. So I think having him, I think he played only a couple of matches, so having him in goal will increase concentration, because he keeps talking with Van Dijk, and it will finally we will get our clean sheet along with few goals. I think we will have our clean sheet back. So I am going for 3-0. Please do let me know your team prediction and score predictions. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.